What is up, guys? This is TheMysticSpade, and in this video I have a question to pose to the audience that will possibly start a flame war or a console war, which that's not my point of doing this video. I just want to understand your choices in selecting the console that you play on. So today's question is going to be Xbox or PS3, not Xbox versus PS3. It's Xbox or PS3, and why? You know, I personally own both systems, and I know there's plenty of you that own both as well, but we all know you have one that has more priority over the other. Now, to answer the question, I'm a PS3 player. Everyone knows that. I have both systems. I even have a gaming PC, but I still prefer my PlayStation 3. And mostly because, like, when it comes down to it, is I don't like having to purchase my game, pay my internet bill, and pay a company so much money per year to play the game online. That's why I like my PlayStation 3, or as some people refer to it as the PS Free. You know, I like the free online aspect of it, even though I will admit some of the connections are not up to snuff or as good as the connections on Xbox, but in the end, I find the games are still just as enjoyable. But in terms of gameplay wise, we're going to use the Call of Duty franchise as the baseline here. For me, this is just my experience. I'm not saying other people have the same experience or anything like that. Like, what it is, on Xbox I come across a lot more children, and I mean a lot of children. You know, and one of the jokes that I say about that is parents or mothers are more inclined to buy a $100 used system than a $200 used system, and 9 times out of 10 the $100 used system is the Xbox. You know, and it's just there's so many kids on there and I personally don't like playing with a lot of kids, and I know there's kids that are mature for their age and whatnot. I have a few of those that I play with on my PlayStation, but it's just you come across a lot of immature kids, and it's really highly annoying. And then also on PS3, I find it's a little bit more relaxed of an environment, you know, and I know people will say Call of Duty's easier to play on PS3. I really wouldn't say that, you know, and the only way that I would agree with that statement is the controller-wise for me, and this is a total fail trying to get up in this window. I never can get up in that window, but controller-wise, I would say that's probably where it would come down to me, is because the Xbox 360 controller is bigger and the tension on the analogs are a lot tighter, so they're harder to move. They're not as loose. Whereas every PS3 controller I've ever used, the sticks are really loose and they're raised higher, and so you have better control over your movement and your aiming. So that in turn could relate to being easier because you have a better time moving around and aiming your weapon. So I wouldn't say that the people that you play are easier, because I've definitely came up against some hard people in my time on PS3. Like, there's a lot of pushovers. I've come across a lot of people that are really easy to beat, but I mean, each system has its diehard followers and diehard fans, and there's going to be people that are good no matter what console you play on. Now, if you want to get down to brass tacks, you know, Xbox 360 has a bigger install base, which means there's more units inside homes. So naturally, you're going to run into a lot more good players often, you know, and I'm probably wording that extremely wrong, but you're going to have a better chance of running into good players or exceptionally good players on an Xbox. And what's funny is people are like, oh, you're a noob, you play on PS3, but if you actually do your homework, a lot of the Call of Duty tournaments even Black Ops 1 was on PS3. So yeah, like a lot of Call of Duty tournaments were actually held on PlayStation, not Xbox. So do your homework before you say PS3 is for noobs. And then if you actually do your research even further, you'll find that Xbox is only sold well inside the US. You know, like worldwide, the PS3 actually overtook it. It's only sold well inside the United States. So that's just one of those things that you should look at whenever, you know, you want to try to start a console war. But that's not what this is about. I just want to hear your opinions on which one's your priority if you have both, or which one did you prefer over the other. And as I said, I prefer my PS3. You know, I have both. I have every Call of Duty for both of the systems. I have Call of Duty for my PC. COD 4 on PC is nuts. It's so much fun. You know, 64-man shipment, 24/7 maps. Those are nuts. You know, that's one of those things that you can only dream of, and it's so crazy. But yeah, that's just, I was using Call of Duty as a baseline. So I mean, there's probably other things that come into play into why you pick the console that you have, even outside of Call of Duty. Like on PlayStation, I like a lot of the PlayStation exclusives like Uncharted, God of War, and Devil May Cry was a PlayStation exclusive, but it no longer is, so since it came out on Xbox and PS3 this year. But that's about it, guys. So go ahead and leave your comments below as to which one you prefer. If you enjoy the video, like the gameplay in the video, drop a like on it, as it does help me out a lot. Share the video if you don't mind to other people so I can get their opinions as well. And this was probably my best TDM score as of lately. It was a 34-4 TDM using the Swat full auto with a primary gunfighter with full auto stock and foregrip. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Later.